maybe I should just dish all the dirt on. You know what? I'm going to dish it all on Trump next hour. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's not to hurt Trump. It's so people can know how pathetic he is.
That is one-time bestie of Donald Trump, Alex Jones, saying that he's going to dish the dirt on his old friend. Why is this happening? We have a longer clip, but this has to do with vaccines. We're going to show you that. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. We'll show the whole history. We'll show you how people bend over backwards to not offend Trump as they're about to slam him for actually endorsing his own vaccine. But first, here's the extended clip of Alex Jones going in on Donald Trump.
Yeah, we all wish Trump would do the right thing. But listen, I've got the inside baseball on Trump. He doesn't know what's going on. And I'm not even defending Trump. I'm just saying we need to move on. In fact, maybe, you know what, to get Trump's attention, because I don't even get this from Roger Stone. I get this from people directly in Trump's camp. Maybe I should just dish all the dirt on. You know what? I'm going to dish it all on Trump next hour. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's not to hurt Trump. It's so people can know how pathetic he is when you think he's playing 4D chess going to save you, and he's not. He's not a bad guy. But he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's surrounded by bad advisors, and he's got that multi-billion-dollar social media network based on Mastodon that they said is an original program. It doesn't even work, and there's all these SEC criminal investigations of it right now, and it's all falling apart. I wish Trump could go build a real network. I want Trump to have success. I'm not against Trump. But just like during the campaign a year and a half ago, I told you, Trump's in trouble. He's going to lose.
All right, a lot to kind of sift through there. Alex Jones has dirt on Donald Trump. What could that dirt be? But this is a very interesting discussion point that Donald Trump said you should get the vaccine. And people who are staunch anti-vaxxers say, I will go with you, dear leader, for quite some time, but I will not follow you across that bridge. Cenk, what's your take on this?
Yeah, boy, this has tons of implications. All right, so number one, now we know Alex Jones hides things from his audience. He apparently has information and he doesn't share it with you for apparently a political agenda. So he apparently knew all along that Donald Trump was pathetic, and he lied to you for years and years supporting Donald Trump. That's an interesting fact we now know. I mean, I didn't say it, he said it. He says he has secret information. He has not shared it with you. And depending on how his personal benefit goes, he might or might not share it with you. Okay, so apparently that's how he does his show, okay? By the way, he said he was gonna share it in the next hour. He did not. He's still holding it for his own personal benefit, apparently. Number two, I realized watching it where he gets all of his information, Roger Stone. Because as soon as he said it's not Roger Stone, you know it's Roger Stone, okay? He said, it's not even Roger Stone. So you get it from Roger Stone all the time. He talks to Trump and then he leaks to you, right? So even if it was true that it's not Roger Stone in this case, for whatever you're referring to, you just admitted that normally Roger Stone betrays Donald Trump's confidence all the time to one of the craziest people in America. Okay, but it's gonna get crazier in a second when I make a suggestion about Alex Jones, but hold before we get there. One other thing that is crystal clear from this is that this has nothing to do with the vaccine. Wait, what? Because I saw the headline and I thought, oh, okay, man, this vaccine thing, that like it made sense to me because Jones is all about conspiracies. This is the mother of all conspiracy theories. And so he's drawing a line in the sand here. Thou shalt not pass, okay, if you are pro-vaccine. No, it's about Donald Trump's social media company. So that thing is a fascinating house of cards, but instantly overnight it was worth billions. And it's very complicated financially why it's worth billions, but it actually is. And it's obvious that Alex didn't get his share of the pie, which Trump never shares, never. Roger Stone is bankrupt and is selling like dirty underwear for $300 on eBay or whatever. We did that story last week. And then God help whoever's buying it. It's something else. It's not actually underwear. And
NFTs.
Giuliani's bankrupt. Alex Jones has been driven from every platform. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is sitting on a pile of gold and will not share it with anyone. That is why he couldn't help himself. Even in that clip, pretending to be about the vaccine, he's like, oh, he's got the social media empire worth billions. It's a mastodon. It's terrible. I can't believe the media. I can't believe it. Oh, I get it, Alex. So you didn't get the money. That's what you're mad about.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna go to SOP 5 after this, F5, because I went through basically the other clips we've played on various shows on TYT of Alex Jones saying bad things about Trump. And so this is kind of the ups and downs of their relationship. And it does seem like it kind of goes hand in hand with Trump saying things about the vaccine, but I just thought this was a delightful little display of how they go from Trump going on Alex Jones's show before an election to say, please have your crazies vote for me. And then as it develops, some really weird clips of Alex Jones. So take a look.
I just want to finish by saying your reputation's amazing. I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed, I hope.
Because it's the truth, and I'm just going to say it, that I wish I never would have met Trump. I wish it never would have happened. And it's not that the attacks that I've been through. I'm so sick of Donald Trump, man. There's Trump in Alabama yesterday.
I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But
BS. Trump, that's a lie. You're not stupid. And we like you, but my God, maybe you're not that bright. Maybe Trump's actually a dumbass. Hell, we're fighting Bill Gates and Fauci and Biden and the New World Order and Psaki and the Davos group and Peter Daszak. And now we got Trump on their team.
I love when he has the Christmas decorations out. That's my favorite. He's like, there's lizard people under my skin. Happy Christmas. Like I love that so much. But yeah, what's your take?
Yeah. So first of all, Trump and Alex Jones are peas in a pod because you can't ever satisfy them. So with Trump, no amount of loyalty is enough. At the end, he asked Mike Pence, "Hey, destroy American democracy. Otherwise, we're going to murder you." And my supporters are chanting, "Hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence." It doesn't matter that Pence was deeply loyal to him the entire time. Jeff Sessions, we can go on and on. There is no amount of loyalty you give to Donald Trump that will be enough for him, right? And with Alex Jones, there's no amount of crazy that'll be enough for him. Because then he'll say, okay, I need you to admit the lizard people come out of your ass. And then Trump's like, well, that's kind of uncomfortable because I earlier pretended I don't have one. So like the North Korean dictator that I fell in love with. And then Alex Jones is like, that's it, I hate you because you weren't crazy enough. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say something controversial in a second, okay? But now Alex Jones is not only mad at Trump because of the money, and he's mad at him because he's not crazy enough, but there's now a political component to this. And so what do I mean by that? Guys, if Alex Jones runs for president in the Republican Party, he has a chance of winning. So I know every one of you is gonna think, no way, that's a bridge too far. No, it can't be. Now, by the way, that's exactly what everyone said when Trump ran, and I said on national television that he was gonna win. Now, I don't want to say this, and I hate putting it out into the world, but the reality is, there is no conspiracy theory that the Republican voters will not agree to. So if you are not at 100 on conspiracy theories, you're gonna get routed. And he's talking against Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is not diehard enough, Rand Paul, all of those guys. We've talked a lot about how Tucker Carlson is gonna do this at some point. That's our theory, right? But Alex Jones could even outdo Tucker Carlson. And you think, come on, do you know a poll came out today? 21% of Republicans think that Biden was legitimately elected. And of those, only 15% say it's probable. Only 6% of Republicans think that Joe Biden definitely won the election. Only 6%. Can Alex Jones win a Republican primary? Yeah, he can.
The psychology of polls for me is when people get asked a question, they know that it's a poll. They know that this stat's gonna be used in one way or another politically. So I think that it overrepresents how many people actually believe Trump was elected or not. But at the end of the day, that doesn't even matter to me, because that stat's gonna get used, and that stat's gonna get cited, and that stat's going to start out as something that's inflated, but it'll end up just feeling about right, and people are gonna believe in it. And really the hands that they're playing, I mean, I think Trump and Alex Jones, in my opinion, just make a point out of diluting their audience. And whether it's selling them some miracle cure or lizard people theories or selling them that Trump's gonna back them, they're just lying. And so they have no problem playing their crazy hands. And Trump's hand that he's playing is, I'm Donald Trump, I got everyone together, I won an election, I am going to be myself very intensely, and I'm gonna create my media empire as a backup if I can't create an actual empire as a hegemon. And Alex Jones is like, well, I'll just be more extreme.
But you, in the Republican Party, you cannot go extreme enough. You just can't do it. So maybe I'm wrong. And I hope to God I've never tested. I hope that Tucker doesn't run. I hope Alex Jones doesn't run. But if they do run, you're gonna see Republicans don't mind it. You're gonna think, no way. That's a bridge too far. You're projecting your sanity onto a giant percentage of the country that has become detached from reality. They're gonna love hearing even dumber and crazier conspiracy theories. There is no bottom to that barrel.
Super last thing, real dirty laundry that Alex Jones has, or fake, he doesn't have any?
Well, I'm sure he has it. That's a good question. So Alex Jones lies about almost everything, but in this case, there's tons and tons of dirty laundry on Donald Trump. Anyone who knows him knows terrible, awful things, right, that he's done. That goes from people who worked at NBC, back when he was a respected member of the media. They all knew, right? So does Alex Jones have supernova dirt on Trump? Very likely, okay? And now here's the last twist. Now, if somebody in mainstream media, Anderson Cooper, Jake Tapper, whatever, breaks that story of the same exact dirt, no Republican will believe them. But if Alex Jones says it, a giant percentage of Republicans will believe it. We're in the upside down world where Alex Jones, who's a certifiable lunatic, is considered one of the more credible sources within the Republican Party. They would take him way more, 1,000 times more seriously than any writer for the New York Times. That's a fact. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.